Alright, we should be coming back up. Gotta check to see if we get transcoding. Video quality options. Looks like we did. Thank you, Twitch. We're back. Good stuff. We're back. Refresh if needed. Anything happened while I was gone? Marth was angrily pondering something. I saw that much. Okay. To those of you who stuck around, we're going to go ahead and choose my weapon for a Rathalos. Okay. I'm glad that things are all good. Civil War broke out. We good now? Okay, good. I'm glad to hear it. So, you're fine. They're fine, Uchi. If you want to choose my weapon for my first high-rank Rathalos, go ahead and type !ticket in the chat. He's pretty okay in this game so far. I'm interested to see how he holds up in high rank. And let's see. What do we still need? We still need a marrow. 14 plates, but no marrow. That's just how it be in this game. Let's see. What can we make right now? Are there anything we can craft? The Royal Launcher 2? We still need the Royal Launcher 1. We gotta do some low-rank stuff. Toxin sacks. Forget where those come from. I think Pookie? Maybe Roggy? We could get some more Pookie materials. I need those. Need Rhinopolos stuff. Royal Ludroth. Bizarrios. Need a Medula and some Marrow, it looks like. And Thunder Sacks. So many Thunder Sacks. Oh, we'll get the stuff eventually. That was Uchi, Arcane. Hello, DD Money. Welcome. How you doing? I like our heavy bowgun set. It has happened to many folks, Uchi. You're not wrong. We also have to do these villager requests soon. Where are those in here? Side quests. We gotta do these. Deliver a Rhinopolos egg, 2 quality wyvern eggs. Shingetter fan. Welcome. Hope you're doing well tonight. I'm going to go ahead and say just a quick last call in the chat. If you want to pick my weapon for my first Rathalos, go ahead and type !ticket in the chat. Don't think we need to go by the Buddy Plaza this time. Went by it last time. There's so many fun details about this hub. The way the light shines down on you from the window right there to light your character when they're at the box. The Kahoot chillin'. I don't really look up in the rafters very often, but it looks kind of cool up there too. Imagine, I mean, like, look at how the trees are grown into this place. I know that, like, that's kind of just the structure of the place, but I don't really look at it that often. It's really neat. Really neat. Kind of just built the whole place around some trees. Imaginative design there. Shingetter fan, go ahead and type !ticket in the chat. Yep. When you type !ticket, it puts your name into a hat. I'm going to draw someone's name out, and that person gets to pick. So go ahead and do that here. And I'm going to draw someone here in just a moment. There we go. Okay, let's see here. Biotech. What would you like me to use for Rathalos? I have a guess. Heavy bowgun? Alright, there we go. That's not what I thought you were going to pick. I thought you were going to pick Charge Blade. Alright, heavy bowgun for Rathalos. Well, let's take a look at stuff. Are you indulging in there? Just a smoothie. I have a smoothie, I have some coffee, and I have some water. It's like orange juice and strawberry and banana. Not super, like, complicated smoothie, I don't think. For Rathalos. I always find Pierce to be a pain on Rathalos, so we'll probably go with normal, but, like, another type of shot would be nice, too. Let's pull up Rathalos on Karonico, just to check his hit zones. See if he has any weird state change stuff. He shouldn't. That'd be weird for Rathalos. But, you know, can't be too careful. Okay, so for shot type, weakest on his head, decently weak on his wings, a little bit on his legs. Weakest to thunder and dragon. We knew that. A little bit to water, a little bit to ice. Silverlos in this game? Nope, not yet. There's no other there's no Azure or Pink in this game too, kind of like Portable Third. I loved it about Portable Third because I like Pink Rathian, okay, but I hate Azure Rathalos. So Portable Third just going like nah to those two makes Portable Third an even better game to me. Nice, Fear the Bee. The beef run's really tasty. Okay, let's see here. Well, let me take a look at if we can get any sort of thunder. Because I can get thunder attack. I can jack thunder attack way high up where I can't really do the same with some other types. Ah, we can make evade extender decorations now. That's so nice. I missed that we could do that. When you say that, are you being half joking or completely serious? Completely serious. Part of why I like Portable Third is that it's like restrained. It's not got all the second gen monsters. It's not got all the first gen monsters. It just picks very certain things. It feels so concise. It's like a concise little Portable Third game that's just got all the perfect choices for monsters and like nothing else. Perfect isn't the right word, but it's got lots of good choices. Yeah, the roster is really nice and concise, and it's super refreshing coming from your Freedom Unite or your 4 Ultimate where there's like Teostras and Gypsaros and Azure Wrath and stuff like that. No, none of that stuff. We don't need it. Portable Third? Nope. We got Kurapeko. We got Elatrian. We got Amatsu. We're set. It's just very refreshing. That's how I would describe it. It's got a very refreshing monster roster coming from the other games. I don't mind Teostra marks, but when you fought Kushala and Teostra and like struggled through those quests, like it feels good when you finish it, but also a game that just doesn't have them. Game that just doesn't have those guys, and it's just like, screw those guys. We're gonna have Amatsu and Elatrian instead. It's just kind of like nice. It's not on the bad list, marks. It's just refreshing to get away from those guys sometimes. That's all. Hello, Ditao. Welcome. Welcome back. Hope you're well tonight. We're going to be doing heavy bowgun for my first Rathalos in this game. I'm trying to decide how to do it. Hey, Miyabi. How go the hunts? Pretty okay so far. We're just starting. Kadachi is a Pierce Thunder gun. That could be decent. And take a blaster. It's cool, isn't it? Fires some freeze ammo. And some shrapnel. Good choice. Someone from chat chose it. I didn't, but that's okay. I'm still excited for it all the same. Hey, Arrow. Good to see you. 3U has the amazing Sideus in its theme. It does. I like Portable. Like that was one of the when I finished Portable Third, that was one of the things that it left with me was that even a game that doesn't have G rank can still feel super simple and concise and nice and kind of just pleasant because it's not sprawling. There's not super hardcore challenges in that game. It's just cozy. It's just a cozy Monster Hunter. That's not necessarily to say easy. There's still challenges in it. There's still some ways to play it where you can have a very difficult time with certain hunts in that game. It's just very concise and nice. Your internet's struggling tonight? I don't think it's my end now. I don't know what we're going to use for this Rathalos. can't upgrade to the next level of the Rathian bowgun yet. This thing has 190 raw by default. Is your defense higher? I have not upgraded my defense at all. This was your first weapon versus Wrath in this game, and you loved it to death? Okay. Same heavy bowgun you were using earlier? I might, yeah. How about Tigrex? Sticky strong? I haven't fought high rank Tigrex yet. I'm still pretty early into the game, Ditto. I'm in 6 star for the first time here. Or 2 tree? Let me take a look. I can't make the upgraded version yet, so I've just got a weaker version, Marths. Rip. This has always been the case for me in games, but I always feel the need to apologize when I'm just like sitting here mulling over ammunition choices. Or 1, you mean? Oh, okay. 190 with good normal clip shots, some shrapnel, some sticky, a little bit of Pierce 1. Has a little bit of thunder. This could be good. This could be good, Marth. You know what? I don't mind that. We need some Neopteron plus parts. We gotta get some bugs and some Zenny. Let's go get some bugs and some Zenny, and we'll use that gun. I need to get some bugs anyways. A little bit of prep never hurt anybody, right? Then we'll just gem in Thundershot and roll with normal shot for the rest of the hunt, and we should be good. That'll be a fun gun to get. Thanks for the wreck, Marths. I appreciate it. Rathalos will hit you quite hard then? Yep, that's how I'd like it. What's going on? We're making a heavy bowgun for Rathalos. The detours are the best part of the streams anyways. I don't believe that personally, but you can tell yourself that. So for weakness exploit, do I just attack the hit zones? You attack the hit zones that are over 45 Miyabi. So you'll go into the Hunter's Notes, and let's take Rathalos for example. You scroll on down to Rathalos. Go over to Physiology here. So let's say you're attacking with a... What have you been playing recently? I think you've been playing... What, Light Bowgun recently? Let's say you're using Light Bowgun. Any hit zone that's over a 45 will proc weakness exploit. So if you look there, only one hit zone of his is going to proc weakness exploit. That's going to be the head. But you should be shooting the head anyways. So anytime you shot the head, because it's over 45, it means you'll gain an extra 50% affinity. Hope that makes sense. So it's not all the hit zones, it's just the weak hit zones, hence weakness exploit. You are exploiting Rathalos' weaknesses. Can't aim up any higher than that. Yep, I have a mean to do this. I think Neopterons are maybe... I forget if they're Banabara or Alteroth, but we'll grab some of both if we can. Which heavy bowgun are you making? The Or 1 tree, Ken, because it fires some Thundershot and some good normal shot as well. Ants, you think? That's what I thought too, Vio. But either way, I need Banabra for stuff as well. Hey, Kyrule. Welcome to you. Your girlfriend just started 3 Ultimate. They're having a lot of fun with it. That is good to hear. I like starting a Monster Hunter game. I recently started a Monster Hunter game off stream for the first time in a while, and it felt cozy. It felt cozy just going out and doing the first couple gathering quests and like small monster slaying quests and just getting materials. Felt nice and cozy to me. Why not Zin then? I don't feel like farming up Zinogre just to go hunt Rathalos. We'll definitely make the Zinogre heavy bowgun, but I don't want to make it quite yet. Soon. Soon we'll make the Zin one. I have the low rank version of it. I don't have the materials for the high rank version quite yet. I think Zinogres will be quite a bit stronger than the Or one, which is good, but I don't know if I'm ready for that quite yet, if that makes sense. Yeah, plus also it's that stupid bike bowgun. Who wants to use that when there's the other better heavy bowgun design in the series? I'm joking around. If you like that heavy bowgun, there's nothing wrong with you. I just really like the other design better. That's all. Got her into Monster Hunter with World. Now she's played Portable 3rd Iceborne and a bit of 4th Gen. You're proud of her? You should be. That's a lot of games to play. That's more than a lot, folks. Ow. Hello, Karen. Welcome. Karen. I think that's how I'm going to pronounce it from now on. Karen. Light bowgun main? Neat. Got it. Hey, J Novice. Welcome back.
Neat.
Yep, I had to restart the stream. My internet was acting up, and now it's not. So we fixed the problems, which is nice. Right now, we're just getting some Banabra bits, and we're going to use that to craft a bowgun to take on the Rathalos in high rank for the first time. I feel like heavy bowgunning or Rathalos just reminds me of first generation. I've never done that in first generation. It reminds me of maybe the trailer for first generation. The trailer, the intro movie might end with the hunter firing a heavy bowgun right at a Rathalos or a Rathian. In other games, it's been a good normal heavy bowgun. It was just in World that it turned into a spread gun like that. Yep, heavy bowgun for Rathalos is what we're working on here. In GU, Zen Heavy Bowgun was the go-to Pierce spammer. Was it really? In that game, it's like whatever the strongest shot type in the game. I guess I don't know that normal is the strongest shot type in this game, but it's like they keep changing it around to be a different kind of strong. It's interesting. Right. I've seen all the Brave Zen Heavy Bowgun. Now that I think about it, I've definitely seen that before. Why'd you call it Brave? Because why not? Oh, it got away. Nope. You gotta die first. Thank you. Okay. That's those ones. We'll call that good for now. If we need more still, we can always come back out. Karada is funny. Karada is very consistently a funny, cheery person. Good job, cats, on only getting Izuchi pelts. That's what we need for sure. I think that makes it kind of interesting, Karen. Oh yeah, I think I have talismans ready too. I do. Steadiness, nice. Steadiness and Hunger Res, Fire Res, and Geologist with a 2-slot. Interesting. Well, Geologist charm isn't too bad. So that was Steadiness. Let's go for a reload speed. And a recoil down. I'm trying to get these nice gunning charms. Or at least some usable gunning charms until we can get to the end of the game here. Whoops. We should go for a Horn Maestro charm too. Dun, 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 dun. Are they gathering cats? They are gathering cats, both of them, yeah. Cool children say Bushido style. Whatever you say, man. Need some Zenny. We have the Neopteron that we need for it. Cool. Let's sell some stuff. Hello, Dino Boy J. What's up? Not too much. We're making a heavy bowgun. We're going to take on Rathalos with heavy bowgun for the first time. It should be a fun time, I think. Okay, let's see here. What am I doing? I'm selling things. Probably can sell some bones. Don't worry, that wasn't your computer, that was mine. Dude, that thing looks sick. I'm excited for that. Does it have a good ramp-up skill? Let's see. Silkbind boost could be nice. That's always a good skill. Doesn't cost very much either. Did you hunt Rathalos already? Nope. We literally just went and crafted a bowgun instead. But now we're getting ready to hunt Rathalos right now. Okay. Okay, so this thing fires normal 1, 2, 3 with low recoil and fast reloads. Fires Pierce 1 and 3. Sorry, 1 and 2, excuse me, with low recoil and then high recoil. Fires some Shrapnel, we're probably not going to use that. Fires some Sticky with high recoil, some Cluster. What about Thunder? Thunder with low recoil and fast reload. Sounds good to me. Okay, I think we should be good sticking with normal shot for the most part and then using a little bit of Pierce and Thunder. We'll probably start off with Thunder and then go to normal from there. Neat. I like this gun. I'm guessing it's going to be Thunder Bugs? Yeah, for Thunder ammunition. Can never remember very well. Fires Wyvern ammo, that's nice. Thought you weren't a fan of the Silkbind counter in this game on heavy bowgun? No, I think it's fun. Why would I dislike it? Ramp up skill? Yeah, Ken, these guys. You go in here and you go to ramp up weapons, set rampage skills, and you scroll on over to each weapon and you can give it a boost in one way or another. Rampage skill, ramp up skill. Maybe I was saying the wrong thing. In the older games, Thunder ammo took flashbugs to make. I thought so. Remember you saying that gunning switch skills were underwhelming? I think that the options they give you are pretty underwhelming. Oh, this is the new one. I haven't used it yet. Okay, so counter shot. I gotcha, Ken. A parrying skill using wirebugs absorbs an attack from a monster without taking any damage. Follow up with a powerful counterattack. A parrying skill using wirebugs absorbs an attack from a monster without taking any damage. Will shorten the amount of time needed for a charged shot. Yeah, no, I'm using counter shot. Nope, 100% using counter shot. And I don't really care between the melee and the tackle. I guess we'll put the tackle on. It doesn't really matter. That gun looks amazing. It does look cool. I'm excited to use it. Across the Monster Hunter series, which quests have been the most difficult for you? G-Rank, Black Fatalis, and Freeman Knight sucked. a lot. I'm still not good at that fight. I've only done it a couple of times, and I didn't like it. I wasn't good at it. I still need to learn. We'll learn when we go back and do Monster Hunter Freedom. In 4 Ultimate, both Sinister Astronomy, which is Gold and Silver Wrath in the Tower Top, and then Kingslayer and Queenslayer were probably some of the toughest quests. That and doing Apex Rajang with Hammer sucked really hard, and Gogmazios was tough to learn at first, too. Yeah, you have to be using a certain kind of ammunition for that to make sense, Ken. Things that don't have big clip sizes. Okay, it took a while to get to this point, but we're going to go ahead and solo Rathalos now. Was Furious Jang? Well, we did Furious Jang with Hammer. That took a while. I'm talking about attempting Apex Rajang with Hammer. We never finished it. It sucked. We switched to Sword and Shield before we finally beat it. Honestly, some of the toughest quests in my memory were King and Queenslayer, which is a regular Rathian and then a pink Rathian, both of which have multi-monster scaled health, and then a gold Rathian that has its own separate basic, like regular hub scaling health pool. So hard. In my mind, Ken, you want to use Charger when you have shots that you don't have a lot of. The fewer of shot types that you, like the fewer of that shot before you have to reload, the more you want to charge it. I think a lot of the quests that have been most difficult to me in recent memory have all come from 4 Ultimate, which makes sense. That was the game we played most recently. I should buy some Thundershot. It'll be interesting to see you go through GU. Me too. I think it's going to be really fun. Oh yeah, G-Rank, Kieran, and Unite was really rough with certain weapons. Dual Blaze just couldn't hit its head. Hunting Horn was so slow to keep up with it. It was rough. Apex title with Heavy Bowgun. That sucked pretty hard. We've done some really messed up stuff. Stygian's Ogre struggle was pretty real. That's true. We were doing Fire Drill for the first time with Light Bowgun. That took me a while as well. Which games haven't you played on stream? The games I have played on the stream have been Freeman Knight, World Iceborne a little bit. I'm not satisfied with my playthrough of that game. Someday I'll go back and play through World again with how thorough we do now. I've played through Freeman Knight in a pretty thorough manner. Played through Portable Third and 4 Ultimate. Those are the games that I've played on stream. I still have yet to play GU, even though I've played some Generations. It was my first game in the series, but it was before I started streaming. I've played some Generations, so we'll play through that again someday on stream and do it really thoroughly. And I need to play 3 Ultimate, and we're gonna be playing Monster Hunter Freedom after this game this year. Oh, you can climb on the rocks. I didn't know that. Is he down here? Yeah, there he is. I mean, I've played a little bit of some. I've played a tiny bit of almost all the games on stream. Like, we've streamed some Monster Hunter 1, we've streamed some Monster Hunter Dose, that kind of thing. But I've not done a whole playthrough or anything. Oh boy, here we go. Fast Rathalos. He missed. That's with the fast forward mod? What do you mean, Dino Boy? I'm not totally sure what my rules are going to be like when I go and I play Generations Ultimate. I'm thinking about not using Absolute Readiness or Absolute Evasion because I feel like they really let you get out of jail free on a lot of monster matchups. Just kind of, basically, if there's part of a monster's design that you don't really like, you can basically almost always ignore it with that skill. I don't like that. I like having to learn how to deal with the monster. Granted, that's kind of what wirefalls are like in this game, sort of. Except those happen after the fact, not before the fact. A little different. Emulate fast forward farming? Nope. I do it all on real hardware. I have ways to play literally the whole series across original hardware, whether that's PSP, PS2, PS3, Wii, Switch, 3DS. The stream has done well enough so far for me to be able to do that. I think part of the games is going through all the farming manually. Speeding up, it's like, I get it, I get why people do it, but at that point, like, what are you doing? Yeah, we played 4 Ultimate for literally a year last year. We played 1,200 hours of it. I guess that is not a year of time, but we played it all year long last year is what I was trying to say there. But yeah, I don't know. I don't have any problem if other people use those sort of fast forward mods. I don't think I'd like to watch a stream that had it on just because I just don't like how the fast forward mods look. But I don't have a problem with other people do that for their playthroughs. It's just not how I like to play the games, that's all. In general, I'm pretty go-hung about... Wait, is that how... Go-hung? Is that how you say that? That's not how you say that. Gung-ho. Gung-ho, that's it. I'm pretty gung-ho about however folks like to enjoy the games. Y'all can enjoy the games how you'd like, but I like trying to experience the games, at least in some semblance, like in a way that shows off the whole game, and in a way that I think is somewhat similar to how the games originally were experienced. Look at his Thundershot hit zones. Whoops! Wow! I must have had really low health. I didn't realize. That's okay. Is that an Eructor? It is arcane. Yes. There are Eructor in this game, just no Ignactor. So there are some Eructor pieces of armor and some Eructor weapons. I forgot that. I forgot that would make you happy. Here, I'll show them in detail next. Screw you, Rathalos. We're off to go see something more fun than you. This map, man. Let me into the pit. Here they are. They're cool. Dude, Ignactor would look really good in this game. Snap a photo? I probably should have. I want to go hunt the monster. I need to get into the photo taking aspect of this game. I don't know when I'm going to do that, but I have every intention to. Do they even bother you in this game? Only I think if you attack them. No, you're good, Miyabi. We fought Glacial Ignactor in Portable 3rd. And don't worry about talking about monsters too much from other games. Like, I don't want to know everything about stuff like Lucent Naruga or Dire Morales or stuff like that, because I've not fought them before. Damn. But, just saying the monster's name isn't a big deal unless it's like a new game like this. A new game like this, like I may have never heard the monster's name before. Granted, I've definitely heard all the monsters' names from this game now, but that's generally how I don't really care about hearing the monster's name too much. It's just about like I want to hear about how they work before I fight them. Okay, we're gonna take this moment to look at the hunter's notes and check his Thundershot hit zones. I can hear them clacking. Okay, so his head's weak to thunder, his wings are weak to thunder, that's about it. Really the head, though. I didn't think about it, Uchi. I noticed it after I said it, but I didn't mean to say it like that when I said it. Do you watch the game trailers? I do watch the game trailers, yeah. I don't really go spoiler, like 100% spoiler free into anything. I just don't have that self-control. But I don't really want to know much about the hunts. Like, I know that there are some Elder Dragons in this game. Both new ones that are specific to this game, and old ones that are returning, but I don't really know much about those fights yet, and I'm trying to keep it that way. That's the kind of spoilers I care about, is like, here's how this fight works, here's this new mechanic, here's this new move. Like, I want to figure that stuff out on my own. Just knowing a monster's in the game doesn't bother me too much. Here's a Turf War. Rathalos is going to screw up Anjanath because Anjanath is a sucker. Poor Anja. Hey Megalomantle, welcome to you. We're doing our first new monster of the night right now. It's Rathalos. Nice camera angles, game. Oh god. I'm imagining Rathalos is gonna leave. Away he goes. He flew straight out the ceiling. Bye, Anjanath. Yeah, I'm going to try and remember to use that marks when I get it down on Rathalos. It does look like a Wyvern Heart Fire with the big drum clip on the top. It's cool. The camera angles in 2nd gen and 1st gen are indeed very awkward. C Punk's Toad, thanks for the follow. Hi. I would bring them along, Uchi, but I like the cats better, and even if you left them in the opening to the area, sometimes the monsters would aggro to them, and that bothered me. Sorry. When I'm going gathering, it just makes more sense to bring cats, because they actually gather. Can you show me the village quest after you complete this quest? Yeah. I can show you how it's laid out. It reminds me quite a bit of Portable 3rd's village. This game works a lot like Portable 3rd in that there's just low-rank village, and then there's low-end, high-rank hub. And the village pretty much tops out at the flagship for the most part. Cheers, Tyke and Roost. You're welcome. You're all good, dude. It's good to pass around all the MH love. Yeah, true that, Karen. Oh gosh, this game, so cool. Hello, Anoplos. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of too, Fog. Alright, that's the last of our Thunder ammo. Yep, this reminds me of some of the beach areas in the 3rd Gen Volcano. I love 3rd Gen Volcano. I do wish that they had made this map a little closer to 3rd Gen Volcano, because it's one of my absolute favorite maps in the whole series, but oh well. Who's the floating fish? It's one of the endemic life. Something that they added to the game starting with World was there are little creatures that will roam around and you can use them sometimes. In this game, they're a little less integrated into the environments, and they're a little more blatantly just power-ups. In World, they integrated the endemic life into the environment in a way that made them look like they lived there, and it made a little more sense there. It just, a lot of them weren't quite as active in terms of combat. This thing's called the Trick Toad. When you hit it, it's a decoy and the monster will attack it for a little bit. Different ones have different effects. Here are some peeper sects. And they make your stamina go down slower. So that's one thing that World did really nicely. There was some endemic life you could just catch. They didn't have any effect in combat. They were just little animals all over that you would catch, and they were really cute. That was a really nice aspect of World I hope they bring back. Here's another one. This one is a cloth fly. Raises your defense. Oof. Okay, we're pinned, but we have a wire bug, so we're good. The toads are still in this game? They are, yeah. No, the balloonfish doesn't last very long. It lasts probably, I'd say, for 2 or 3 moves of the monsters. Whew. Missed. That's okay. All right, last 2 shots of thunder. We'll go for the back break and the wing break, and then we'll go for just normal on the head the rest of the hunt. Okay. This Wrath is so good. I really like him too, Fog. He's just very dynamic in a fun way. His heavy bowgun looks like a rocket launcher. That's amazing, isn't it, though? Really cool design. I'm glad we made it. That's another reason of why we didn't go for the Zinogre one. Is like, I know I'm going to make the Zinogre one, so an opportunity to use a different bowgun for a hunt or two is just kind of fun. Oh, right as we got our dunk, too. Gotta be careful, man. My health must have been lower than I thought. Got a dunk, too. Such a bummer, that. Oh, I love the lighting on this map when it's sunrise. So pretty. It's a very tense matchup. Yeah, my defense is paper thin right now. Can you look at the hills behind the camp? Sure. What do you mean, like over there? This isn't a good shot for them. Were you talking about just the lighting of them? How much defense do you have? 235. Don't know if that's a lot or a little. Have you found any of the rare endemic life? I think I found 1 or 2. This set is like beginning to middle of high rank armor. So like rare 4, rare 5. You have a camera too? Yep. In World they added... yeah, did World have a camera? I think it did. Yeah, World had a camera. They added a camera. You can zoom in and out. You can take pictures. You can even take... selfies. Can you take a picture as Devil Joe gormandizes your body? You probably, like if you got hit, it would probably pull you out of the camera mode. But if you were still in the camera mode right before it hit you, you'd probably be able to take a funny picture of it, yeah. You could also take a screenshot. Yeah, the Switch has some nice screenshot and clip features built right into the system. The owl carries the camera. Indeed, your Kahoot, which is what lets you track the animals, or sorry, the monsters around the map, also carries the camera for you. Yeah, it has that sort of like gray, that gray with some greenery vibe to it. Fog, I see it. Funny looking heavy bowgun, I like it, Shup. Good to see you. And Pierce. Pierce, dude. Woo! Almost got melted. No! How much health did I have? I dunked him too. I'll have to try it again. That's a tough matchup. The only time you fought in the Old Swamp is in Frontier? It was indeed in that game, wasn't it? You fought some really cool monsters in the Old Swamp. It's a dance, a real dance. Well, we'll try it again. Maximum might. Yep, I got to play about a month of Frontier as well. It was fun. Really cool stuff in that game. Hopefully someday again we'll get to play it. You're fine, Game God. It's okay. I hope you're doing well tonight. I've been thinking about that, Martz, but I don't want to. Yep, Frontier has some very creative monsters indeed, Miyabi. Alright, let's try that again. That's our first triple cart of 6-star. Other things in high rank have tripled us, but that's our first triple cart of 6-star itself. Cheers, Ken. Rest well. Yeah, Frontier music is a true treat. Oh, dude, Oda Batarasu's theme is so good. There's a Rajang on the map this time. If it gets to that point, Marth, where it feels like that is my line for it. Is like if it feels like inconsequential things, like Rathalos bumping into us, like a random part of his hit, or like a monster brushing past us deals like most of our health, that's too much. That's not intended difficulty. But I don't know. If it's just like I have to be really careful around monsters' moves, I feel like that's kind of fun. Wow, Chris, that's crazy. That's way more than me. I'm only just past 200 now. Those turnaround fireballs are hype. Okay. That's okay, Hilda. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. That was like a land into a charge. That was neat. In the corner, let's get out of that corner. I missed because he landed, and now I'm on fire. Let's heal. That's definitely kill percent right there. There's a Rise update, a new one? Is there now? Yeah, that's pretty close to how much I've got across the whole series, Hilda. Seriously. Yeah, that might be a little bit much in terms of damage. The Stomp shouldn't do our full health bar. But oh well, whatever. Not backing out now. Ugh, I missed again. So hard to see. It's not a good move to counter, I don't think. There's that land into charge again. Miyabi, I think Arcane's just messing around with you. You know? Okay, that's good. He's a funny creature. That is an apt description. Oh, that arcane. After that Rathalos. Gotta watch that health closely. Got Wyvern Heart, that's fun. Yeah, we barely had a chance to use it so far in this matchup. Wow. Yeah, it makes it feel more like you're hunting a monster or a creature rather than just like chipping away at a boss in a video game, Dragon on Fire. I think that's how it feels to me. You're wearing it down gradually when you see less concrete evidence of like, okay, I did that much damage, did that much damage. I don't know. I just like that. Rise seems to be a very customizable Monster Hunter experience. Yeah, that's one of the strengths of this series. You can tweak it to fit how you want to play in a lot of ways, which I think is pretty cool. Rise especially so with the switch skills and everything. Oh, damn, that damage. Letting the counter sit can do up to triple damage. Not true. It does not deal any more damage. I've tested it in the training room. It does the same damage whether you're sitting it or whether you're letting it sit or not. I can test it again. It's been a while. It's been since launch, but when I tested it before, it did not do any extra damage even though I charged it up. Damn. Yeah, those fireballs are doing almost instant kills. I'll test it again, Skiffy, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't. So take that with a grain of salt. This is a naked run with extra steps. No, they're not adding G-Rank yet, Keratin. They haven't announced any sort of G-Rank expansion for this game. It's just something that we think is likely going to happen probably a year or more from now. There he goes! Look at him go! Look at him go! Oh, this game's so freaking cool. Where's Beans? Oops. There we go. There's your beans. How's our elemental defense? Cool, -3 to fire. That's not terrible, but it's not amazing either. Well, I'll test it, Skiffy. When I tested it, I didn't see it go any bigger, but we'll see. I'll not test it in this quest, but I'll test it back in the training room after the quest. Oh, that's weird. He was running into the wall. Nope, that was supposed to be a regular roll. They haven't announced it yet, Keratin, yeah. They'll probably announce it in another couple weeks. They announced what was in the past update probably about a week before it came out. Or actually, a day before it came out, rather. I don't know why my brain had me say the same word twice there. Damn! Okay, yeah, this does feel like a little bit too much damage. I shouldn't be getting one shot in high rank like this. But I'll try and finish it like this for Vio. This is not the kind of, like, I mean, I like challenging things, but when you do these sorts of challenges where you have a monster's, you leave your defense so low that a lot of monsters' moves are dealing that sort of damage to you, you run into combos and things that will kill you that the developer didn't really structure the fight with intending that way, which can make things a little awkward. Sometimes it can make the difficulty not super fun. Depends. That's true, Parsec. So this is a little more unknown. The previous update, we knew a little bit more about it. Missed. Woo. Where is cats? I don't play with the cats. I like just playing with my weapon versus the monster, so the cats stay at camp. It's a personal thing. Some folks like it with the cats. I like it without the cats. Ooh. Nope, that's not what I need. Scared. So they can tag along the quest and be stationed at the camp. Yep, you can tell them to wait in the action bar, which means I still get some of the buddy tickets that you need for certain weapons, which is nice. I know a lot of folks who left their cats and dogs behind the whole game and are now having to farm up those buddy tickets later on. Ow, god darn it. Rathalos. That sounds neat. It definitely sounds neat, Karen. I like that he's giving me, like, I really like this fight. I like the challenge he's giving me right now. I'm also fresh enough at Rise Rathalos that I'm not totally sure what his combos are, like what all the moves look like. Sometimes I can't tell the difference between like a flame breath and a fireball that's about to come out. That's a little scary. There's still some unknowns. That could have been a bad trade. That was a bad trade. What weapon does Angani use? They use different ones depending on their comfort level for different fights, but I think in Rise they've been using all the weapons like we've been doing. They've been letting chat pick the weapons. Angani is a very cool hunter. They do some challenges that I would never do. Whoops. For the back break and the wing break right now. Whew. I think we're on our last cart for this quest. I forget. I'm pretty sure we are. Yeah, we are. I remember now. Remember the 2 carts back to back. There we go. Okay. Normal 2, take me home. Actually, you know what? Normal 2 is safe because we can walk and reload at the same time. And walk while we're shooting. But its crit distance is so small in this game. It feels really small for a lot of fights we've been doing here. I didn't even realize. This is the first quest of the game where I do not feel... Oop, shoot. I don't feel super bad about capping a monster when it's this close. I have another trap, don't worry. This is one of the first quests. Maybe not the absolute first, but one of the first quests where it's close enough and you can kill us at any particular moment. If I'm sloppy enough, then I'm just like, yep, get me out of here. Give me that trap. Normal 3 does more damage than normal 2. I do know that, but normal 3 for us here wouldn't let me fire while shooting, and I was a little nervous about that. You capped the Barioth? That's true. The Barioth is the other one, I think. Perfect. That was hard fought. Both with heavy bowgun. Both fast, scary monsters, Uchi. That was a fun quest. Thank you, Vio. That was a fun matchup. What a good version of Rathalos. Crazy, man. And we were rewarded in kind. An extraordinarily durable scale carved from the body of a Rathalos. A wing from a Rathalos. Skilled artisans can craft it into strong equipment. Recent advances allow this marrow, hey, we need one of those, to be extracted. It ignites on air contact. A monster organ filled with powder that ignites if it so much as touches air. Danger. A rare, precious gem from inside a wyvern. Almost too nice to use. And a Medula as well. Dude, so nice. Medulas and marrows. We needed those. Heck yeah. Wrath gear is pretty nice, so it's good you got the gem. It is, yeah. I guarantee you will need more of them. Recoil down 1 slot. Nice, perfect. Okay. I think we have steadiness and recoil down. Then we just need a reload speed 1. Getting what you want is a nice feeling. It really is. Alright. Let's go take a look at the gear. That's the last new monster of 6-star. So now it's just time to collect some gear up. That's pretty exciting. Okay, let's see. Rathalos S. Whoa, it's a cool design. This looks like the Freeman Knight design to me. Old school. Attack boost 7, part breaker 3, windproof. That's going to be our next set. Or at least in some ways. The arms do look pretty good. So does the waist. Cool. Fire Cell Stone, Carapace, Eructor Scale, Ruby, and some Carapace and Eructor Scale. I might wear that full set. Maybe. Bludgeoner's kind of hard to pass up. No, not at all, Miyabi. I like the dunes in 4th gen quite a bit. So this is plus, so for 7 points you get plus 10% and plus 10 raw. What weapon over your time playing the series have you changed your opinion most about? I want to say dual blades. They're one of my absolute favorites these days, and I really like most people do before they start like actually practicing dual blades or trying them out for extended periods. I didn't even see what it was. Yeah, like most folks, I thought it was just a bunch of button mashing. I fought Anjanath, yeah. Oh, whoops. Sorry, Skiffy. Oh, yeah. This is better because of the slots, isn't it? It's okay. We're all human, Parsec, and thank you, Skiffy, for for the suggestion. I still might go for the full set of Rathalos just for fun. Neat. Don't mind the blue color. That's neat looking. Anyways, let's see. What should we do next? I think we might go slay these small monsters and then do it for the Dongo. Yeah, let's do small monsters, and then I'm going to do it for the Dongo, and then I'll leave these switch skills for a little while here. I want to let myself collect some gear before we do these ones. These will be something to look forward to. And then we'll also save Showdown in the Arena for right before we do our urgent quest, which is to, of course, take on the Serpent God of Wind for the first time. Alright. I'm going to go kill some small monsters. Do it for the Dongo. That was a fun heavy bowgun. That was a fun heavy bowgun matchup. We hope someday Arcane will be in here. Hey, Nebulous Verge. We're doing the urgent layer tonight? Nope. The urgent will probably be almost a week or so. Maybe not quite a week, but close. I'm going to spend a lot of time collecting up gear, like probably 3 or 4 days just straight up collecting gear. And then after that, then we're going to do the switch skill quests. And then after that, then we'll do the urgent. You'll see in a second, Marth, when you catch up if you're on stream delay. My goal will definitely be to do that urgent before I leave at the end of the month to move. I'm moving at the end of the month, so there'll definitely be some downtime on the stream for a couple days. I actually don't know how long exactly it'll be, but there'll be some downtime on the stream. Not doing the switch skill quests first, since they almost certainly have parts you need for your gear grinding. I want to save them. I'll probably space them out. Maybe we'll do one each per night that we're grinding gear up, Karen. That way we have something to look forward to each night, and we have a new switch skill to play around with. So even if like we're just hunting like 5s and ogres, we'll also get a chance to like learn a new switch skill and try it out for a bit, and so it'll add some variety to each night. That's the plan, I think. Well, I have seen that name before, Skiffy. We haven't seen that name yet in the game. Please do watch out. I've seen the other name. We've seen Ibushi so far. I know it's hard because we're like 2 months behind, but just, you know, look out. We mentioned it by name? I didn't. I mean, I have someplace in the Discord before, but I haven't seen it on the stream yet, so don't talk about it, please. You were? Well, you're not supposed to talk about it. Like, I've seen those names since before the game came out. I was looking at leaks before the game came out, and I saw those names in the leaks, but it's like, I don't want to talk about them openly, not just because we haven't gotten to that point in the game yet, but because when you talk about them openly, some person's gonna come in here and be like, did you see the Ibushi armor with this exact skill? Like, it just leads to spoilers. So I'm gonna have people wait to talk about that stuff until I get to it. God, Midwestern accents plus the name Ibushi is just a trip. Ibushi, like. I'm sure some folks would probably think that's really obnoxious to have the whole like spoiler stuff still going on. So if you think that's really obnoxious, I'm sorry. Initially, it definitely started off as something where we were just trying to watch out for folks on stream who were either getting the game late or who were really sensitive to spoilers. Now it's more of like I just don't want to know much about those before we get to them. Some people know the difference, some people don't. So we're just generally not talking about them until I get there. Did you see the name Ibushi? I did see Ibushi, but I have not seen the other name in game yet. They don't talk about it until you've beaten Ibushi, I imagine. I just don't want to come across as super uptight about stuff like that, because I'm not really. Like, I'm not about to rage on you for mentioning a monster's name early. I have reasons why I don't want folks to talk about that stuff early, that's all. We should call it Dingus for now. Yeah, the other Elder Dragon that I'm not supposed to know about yet. Did you gather the messages in the maps? Not all of them. I have about half. Hello, little spider arachnoid thing. Wingus and Dingus. Yep, that's them. In the Hunter's Notes, they tell short stories. They're fun little reads. I've read the bits that we've unlocked in the map so far, but since I don't have all the pieces yet, they don't make total sense. They do seem like they have fun little stories. It's a neat way of doing Monster Hunter lore, I guess. You actually finished the game in time to not be spoiled, but still took your time. I think that was definitely possible. It's possible if you like just didn't watch, if you weren't on the internet before launch very much, and at launch you played through like a decent clip with one weapon and kind of just took your time with what you felt like was fun with that. I bet you could get through the game and then go back and start like collecting things or doing more things after that and still not be spoiled on anything. I feel like if you wait as long as we have, it's like impossible for the most part, not to at least like seen mention of something. And that seems to be like the normal way to play a game. Like the good way to play the game. Our way's a little more like picky. Yeah, you can't really exist on Twitch if you don't want to see at least a little glimpse of the final boss a little early. It's not really possible with all the thumbnails of folks doing it. Those small monsters just pieced. Yeah. I think it's also, like, it depends. I don't even think, yeah, really the experience of monster hunting is, like, you won't really have experienced it until you fought it with your weapon and dealt with how the monster challenges your particular weapon and slayed it and experienced all that brand new. I do think there's something to be said for, like, the surprise of seeing something's appearance for the first time or hearing its music for the first time. I think some of that's lost if you go and you watch a video of it first, but it's not a big deal. I've experienced a lot of monsters like that for the first time, and they're still fun. Yeah, I want to try and find them all. I think once we start doing some photography, we'll probably go and try and find all of those little messages at the same time. I bet you did, Martz. I bet you did. It's cool that you didn't get spoiled on that. I pogged. That seems nice, Karen. I would drop that in the Discord if you're not already in there, or you can just send it to me here on Twitch if you don't want to join the Discord. That sounds neat to me. One that kind of just hints their location sounds like fun. Just some cozy small monster slaying. I like the lighting in here. Feel free and throw that into our like Rise room or our Rise spoiler room. Either one's fine. You are definitely not J Novice. I'm broke endlessly. How you doing, Katana? Welcome back. You're hoping that HR gets reset in 3.0. I don't think HR will get reset until G rank. Dude, can you imagine how mad folks would be if their HR got reset just after you uncapped it? What? Yeah, don't do that to Pecco, man. That's messed up. That's neat, Skippy. I've seen a lot of folks who have been enjoying trying to collect all of the stuff in the game. Has Pecco maxed yet? No. I don't know where they're at. I checked in with them probably a week ago now. So it's been a little bit. $500 or $600? I think when I checked they were in like the 400s. So it must have slowed down a bit. 700 now? Woo. Higher than 700 today. They are such a trooper. Yeah, they went and played a lot of Final Fantasy XIV Katana over the last year, I think. A lot more than Monster Hunter since Iceborne came out and got finished updates. Yeah, that's what it sounded like, Parsec. I know up until that point, it was like one clear of a particular Rampage quest got them at least one HR. Now it sounds like they have to do multiple to do that. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate that. Thanks. We'll probably use that in tandem with some photo mode expeditions to make some exploring fun. Listen to some chill Monster Hunter music and go and take pictures of things. That sounds nice. Thank you for that. I should sharpen. Almost done with this. I do like the little dots for the small monsters. It's weird that you can't normally see the dots for the small monsters like you could in World. I guess Kahoots aren't that detailed with their tracking. They can track little herbs and stuff, but small monsters is too much. I'm in the same boat, Syphonia. It makes me kind of happy to see big number go up, but like it's not really all that important. Wait, why are people saying like master rank, high rank? Oh, master rank and hunter rank. Right, sorry. I got confused. Yeah, those two were separate in Iceborne. Got it. I was confused. I've never done 999. I want to do it someday, but I don't know what game I want to do it in. It's a goofy little kill cam. You have 3 or 4 999s. That's really impressive. Yeah, the most played game for me is 4 Ultimate at 1200 or at 1200 hours or so. That was just this past year. We're like HR 3 or 400 in that game, I think. I forget. And that's definitely my highest I think I've ever gotten. I might have gotten around that much in World too. Yeah, thank you, Jez, or thank you, Karen, for that. I'll call you Jez then. Yeah. I get that, Skiffy. It's a big goal. It's a big goal. Yeah, it's just it's a big expression. It's a big expression of playtime and dedication. But it doesn't really mean anything in terms of like this was really difficult. Aside just I invested lots of time, which is still valid. It's just that's all it is. Okay, sweet. Well, nice to meet you, Jez, properly. Okay, that's cool. I wonder if we unlocked any new decorations from that or from Rathalos. Ooh, an evasion deco. Cool. I'm not going to use that. Getting a good little deco list here. Another sale. Nice. Alright, forget which one that would have been. Probably reload speed. So let's go for that again. I like those clips, Uchi. Alright, next up, we're going to do one more new quest, and then we'll start collecting gear. Do it for the Dongo, a Narga, and a Giratotus. That goes at 746. Props to them. They are strong. They are a strong hunter. Yeah, something like that for me too, Jess. Alright, if you want to choose my weapon for this Giratotus and Narga Kuga, go ahead and type !ticket in the chat. Grr, stupid monsters everywhere. Why won't they leave me alone? I go to one fishing spot, monster. I go to another spot, another monster. Why are they so rude? Can you go let these meanies know just how mad I am? I can do that, Yomogi. You're playing Rise? I am, Edunix. Hi. We've been playing Rise for like 2 months now. Something like that, Martz. Yeah, I think so. How you been, Edunix? Have you been playing Monster Hunter Rise, or you been playing something different? It's very funny. You play Monster Kart with the Flybug? I haven't played the whole. I haven't done the whole Mario Kart looking thing with the with the Palamutes with other people. We did do a hunt where we only killed the monster using Palamutes. That was something. It took a while, but we did it. We had the dogs kill the monster for us instead of us doing it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and say last call in the chat there. If you want to choose my weapon for a Giratotus and a Nargacuga, go ahead and type !ticket in the chat. Hello, Kermit. Welcome. We're about to do a quest with Giratotus and Nargacuga. Alright, let's see what I'm going to use for this quest here. Fog! Fog, what would you like me to use? Sorry, Uchi. No rigging things for you tonight. Dual blades? Alright, let's do it. Giratotus and Narga is probably what can it be? Thunder? Let me take a look here. Yep, thunder across the two of them. Don't have any good Thunder Dual Blades right now. Well, let's see what we can take to get a pair of good Thunder Dual Blades. Have the Zinogre ones. We just need 2 more horns for that. We could do the Kazoo ones. We just need some Thunder Sacks. That would be fun because we could do the whole double Dual Blades thing. I feel like there aren't going to be many pairs of these in the game, so it might be kind of fun to do that, honestly. But getting those 2 Thunder Sacks would be a pain in the butt. Hey, awesome man. Yeah, I think we might use the Kazoo ones. Could also go with these chainsaws. These would be probably pretty decent too. They take the same 2 Thunder Sacks. Ooh, Toby ones. Toby ones that we can just make. Let's do that. I am going to make the Kazoo ones at some point. Oh, we're too broke. Gosh darn it. Yeah, these will be good.
Who wants coffee? I just made a fresh pot of coffee. Does anybody want coffee?
Decent chunk of blue too. That won't mesh super well with Bludgeoner, but it'll be okay. Hey Bio, welcome to you. I really do want to make those Kazoo ones now that I think about it. The whole double element thing is like super niche and not that effective, but just kind of fun. Okay, cool. How's the hunts? Hunts are good. We took down our first Rathalos earlier today with heavy bowgun, and it was tough. In high rank, that is. We done it in low rank, clearly. It was tough. We tripled once to it. Its fireballs were almost instant kills because I haven't upgraded any armor yet. How do you like your coffee? I take it black. I like making it all different kinds of ways. At home, I have pour-overs, I have an AeroPress, and then at work, I have an espresso machine I get to use, which is really nice. The Rampage duels are nice for that dual element effect. Yeah, I saw someone else mention that too. I have yet to make a Rampage weapon, because I just haven't done that many Rampages. I don't think I ate. Good thing I can eat in the tent. Your last work shift, one of your espresso machines broke down. That was a fun shift. That sounds rough. I'm sorry, Bio. Booster. Weakener. Defender. Sure, go ahead, Marth. What's up? Like a bit of cream in yours, depending on the coffee, of course. No sweat. That's all good. I have been known to enjoy an iced mocha on certain hot days in the summer, and I have been known to enjoy an affogato if one's offered with good ice cream and espresso. Where in Monster Hunter's balance do you see statuses as being? Where do you want them to be? I think they're in a generally pretty good place, where usually you can't get good status super early into the game, so you can't abuse it. In the mid-game, like where we are right now, often you're able to obtain pretty decent status weapons for where you're at in the game, like that baggy sword and shield, and so you can kind of abuse it like that, where you're going to get a bunch of sleeps, a bunch of paras, and then towards the end of the game, statuses tend to fall off where the hunts take long enough and you need to deal enough damage besides those statuses, where eventually the procs will stop coming because the quests take long enough for the procs to not really happen super frequently anymore. And to me, that's where it should be in endgame, is you might get off one or two really vital status procs, but after that, then it's just about having a decent damage build as well. That's how I feel about it. Man, this really feels like World, doesn't it? Tobi Kadachi Bone Dual Blades, a Juratotus. I know what you're going for, Uchi. I can picture it. Whoops. Whoop. Bad time to demonize there. Which one's the Jira quote? I don't know the number for it, but who needs sleep when you have Jiratotus, dude? Oh, it was quote 5. You were really close. Okay, so for Thunder, we want to be hitting his torso and his fins. Fins are on his back, kind of, and his legs. For cutting, we want to be going for his head and his legs and his neck. Not so much his torso. And his tail. Tail, leg, neck, head. Tail, leg, neck, head. That's what we're going for here. I have not yet, Skiffy. You're fine. I'd like to hunt Elmadrin soon. I know that's probably in 7-star if it's not in 6-star, so it'll be a little bit here. But I'm looking forward to the fight. Sounds like we have some bangers to look forward to in 7-star. Whoop. Missed. Oh, how? Oh, I was trying so hard to get out around the tail there so I could avoid the hip check. Didn't quite. Do you think status options should get comparable times to raw or the right element, or should be slower? I think that generally the weapons that have them should be balanced to be a bit lackluster, a bit more lackluster in one way or another than the strongest comparable raw or elemental option. So kill time should be a little bit less, but maybe a little bit comfier because of the status. Or maybe you can only get comparable kill times with it, or should like feel comparably strong if you know how to use the status to your advantage or build the status properly. Or yeah, if the monster is weak to the status, that too. To me, like them proccing the status is like a bonus enough. So I don't think they should automatically also be like stronger or something like that. I think you just have to work for it if you want them to compete. Oops. The buff to status is being that most monsters are going to at least get 1 or 2 procs, whereas most elements are not weak. Like most monsters are not really usefully weak to more than 1 or 2 elements. So like you can use status in almost any fight, especially something like Blast, where every monster is going to take decent damage from it. I think we're dealing good damage to him. Yeah, 130 attack is really low. That's too low. Then it's just like I'm just running this weapon in multiplayer as like a support option at that point. Darn, I was using the Silk Binder to Adept dodge through something too. Ooh, wow, that has a big old hitbox to it, doesn't it? Hey. Nice. Whoops. Whoops. The effects in this game look so freaking good, man. The crits popping off and the thunder popping off. Love it. Love how the particles ended up in this game. Whoa, hello. The Sav Nomad? I don't know how to pronounce your name exactly, but if you're wondering why I don't have damage numbers on, it's just a personal preference. I like learning the damage numbers when I'm in the training room or when I'm first hunting a monster. Sometimes I'll look at their hit zones or use damage numbers, but most of the time I just like practicing my weapon versus the monster just by knowing their hit zones, not with the damage numbers on. They kind of distract me, and I'm used to it from the older games. Why no aerial dual blades? Is the damage lower? I just don't like how it feels. I haven't really spent much time with aerial dual blades, to be honest with you. I tried out the switch skill when I first unlocked it and didn't like how it changed the combos. I think the damage is supposed to be pretty decent, actually. Ow. Whoop. Should have been rolling. Let's get that water blight off. If I can... God darn it. Eat the nullberry. And I'm out of first aid, so okay, that's fine. Wow, really? Dude, channeling that Fuzzy Off energy. Home Skizzle, welcome. Don't even care about the damage. The fun when you master aerial dual blades is worth it. Yeah, it's not a damage reason for me. I just didn't like how it felt personally. I like playing dual blades on the ground mostly, but I'll still have to try it out sometime. Need to spend some more time with it, give it more of a fair shot. A lot of the switch kills, I feel like that at first. When they change up the combos, sometimes it just feels really weird, so I don't like trying it out at first, but sometimes if you give them a shot, they really do feel like a lot of fun once you get used to them. I gotta do that for the aerial dual blades and sword and shield combos, I think. Oh! Remember that I had a long hitbox to it. Oh, okay. I did the adept dodge through the little tell right before he shot up out of the ground. I meant to do it through the move where he shoots up out of the ground. Oh, that's gonna hit me. Didn't do that much damage. Beyblading down the monster is the sole reason to use dual blades, but you can do that even without the aerial switch skill. It just takes a little bit more effort. Doesn't always work either. Definitely works a lot easier with the switch skill, that's for sure. Oh, he's not here. He's in the cave. Whoops. Well, lucky for us, there's a shortcut down to the cave. No worries for you, Savc Nomad, but I'm trying not to talk about any monsters I haven't yet gotten to in the game. We're only in 6 stars, so I'm going to delete that one message from you. But I'm excited for some of those monsters there later on in the game. I just don't want to talk about them super hard in the chat yet, because I don't want to know too much about those fights before I do them. So you're just fine, don't worry. You didn't do anything wrong. You're new to the chat, so you didn't know. I'm definitely excited to get to some of those monsters from the new title update. Yeah, we've been really slowly going through the game, collecting gear all the way through and clearing all the quests. And as we go through, I usually let chat choose my weapon. Chat picked dual blades for this quest, which is a Giratotus and a Nargacuga. We did Giratotus, now it's time for Narga. I'm wondering if I'm going to have enough potions. What the heck? Let me up there. I suppose I could have fast traveled back to camp and then gone through the shortcut to get to this area, but oh well. Too early. Gotta wait, delay those evades a bit. Ooh, wasn't expecting that. The fade back into the jump forward. Classic. The blue sharpness is making it so we're not bouncing as much. It's nice. Me too, Fog. I like 3rd gen dual blades too. And there's Mr. Sleepy Rajang. Oh, we have the map on. Whoops. Just realized. So it's easy to leave on some of those things I don't actually want to leave on most of the time. Ooh, the frames. Oops. I'm gonna go attack that Pookie. Probably. Is there a wire bug I can use here? No, I guess there's not. Or actually, yes there is. It's up here. I remember now. Narga's so cool. Wonder if getting rid of the map increases the load on the renderer? I doubt it. No. That was not why that happened. It was because we walked over a giant hill and could see the whole map. Pookie's backlight could have poisoned Narga. Yeah, I'm not trying to use the other monsters to really take down my target monster, Skiffy. I try and use... When rides happen, I try and damage my target monster as little as possible, because I want to practice with my weapon. I don't want to really use the other monsters that much. So I didn't really want to poison Nargacuga. It's neat that some monsters can apply statuses like that, whether it's a regular status like poison, or one of the new elemental blights like water blight or thunder blight. It's cool to see that. Flame blight too, but water and thunder are especially cool. Oh, Rajang is up. He woke up. Maybe he's leaving. He must be getting ready to leave. That must be it. Yep, that was it. Oh, he did do it twice. Missed with both of the kunai. Ice Blite's super fun. Doesn't it just slow them down? That's pretty cool. The damage is something. These frames are something too. Do blights have an animation? Yeah, when the monster glows, like if you've ever done a turf war or used one of the endemic life that inflicts element, the monster will glow like all thundery, or they'll glow like water, or they'll glow kind of a light white blue for ice, or orange for fire. etc. You don't apply them with your weapon. You apply them with Endemic Life or with other monsters via Wyvern Rides. So we can turn not quite 180 degrees with that. I really like duels in this game. Whoops. Too early. Should probably heal. Not that many more potions here. Don't play any dual blades. What is the Silkbind doing when it looks like you have a tether on the monster? So what that does, Chirimoya, it's got a really short range, so it's kind of hard to stick the monster with it. But when you stick that little knife in the monster, it means that even if you hit the monster somewhere else, oi, that's not a good thing to say. Even if you hit the monster somewhere else, it will deal a little bit of damage to that spot, and then eventually, after you've hit them a few times, or after a certain amount of time, it'll explode and deal some damage. So if I hit the tail, it's still going to hit that leg there. And then eventually it explodes, and it does a good amount of damage when it explodes. So right now it's on the arm. You can see when I hit the face here, it still hits that arm a little bit too. I really like it. It lets you multitask damage onto hard-to-hit parts. So if I stick his tail with that, I don't have to hit the tail, but I can still deal some damage towards that part break. It's really neat like that. That's really cool. Thanks for the explanation. No worries. Dual Blades is really fun in this game. It also just makes you essentially like almost double your damage, because I mean like every time you hit the monster you're hitting them with your dual blades, but you're also hitting it with that too. It's nice. Slave Nart, thanks for the follow. Ouch. We did get the sharpen off, but at what cost? Oh gosh. We are full on running away. Oh gosh, that always catches me off guard in this game. It caught me off guard in the old games too, but especially in this game. No, let me get to the tail, come on. No, my kunai. Pookie, you're here, save me, poison him. Ooh, there it is again. I gotta be watching out for that, man. That back hop into forward lunge is catching me out a lot. There it is. And that's all breaks. Oh! Got caught out. Down to our last potion. Hello, Lost No Frost. Down to healing with herbal medicines. Yum. Everyone's favorite. Okay, let's finish this out. So you can see there with that kunai, I didn't even manage to hit him at all, but it still did some explosive, like it still did some damage to him eventually. It wasn't explosive damage. It explodes and it deals damage, but I think it's probably just cutting damage. One thing to note about that kunai too is that it doesn't mirror any of your elemental damage against the monster. It only mirrors your raw damage, or it does a portion of your raw damage to the monster. Whew! That was pretty close. Took like 30 minutes too. That was a good hunt. Carve that tail, we earned it. So if you have a really strong elemental build, using that kunai too much won't really deal that much elemental damage. Or if you stick that kunai to a really elementally weak part of the monster, it won't deal as much damage as if you focused it onto a raw, weak part of the monster. GG for a close fight. That was fun. Oh yeah, a while ago someone asked to see the village quests and I forgot to show it to them. Whoops. The Magna Roar is now the Magna Crisp. Alright. I'm really excited for someday for Village Latrian. I can't wait. I cannot wait for that. It sounds so tough. Alright. Village quests. So you take the village quests out here in the village. And you have this many ranks of them. What is that? 6 stars? So it starts off with simple stuff. Just like delivering stuff. And then as you go through, you get more large monsters. And at the end of it, you fight the flagship and a couple other tough foes. Some multi-monster quests. And that's it for now. Okay. We have done all of the 6-star quests that I want to do right now. We're going to save the switch skill quests for a little later over the next few days. So right now I just want to collect some gear. So we have some boring quests we could do that we've been working at for a little while now. Actually, we might be able to craft some of these because we got some marrow and medullas, which is what we needed. Take a look here. I think we were able to make the Rathian bow. Spread fire bow. Yeah, Rathian, there we go. Okay. Spend one of our 14 plates. Cool. Now what else can we make? It was the Infernal Furies that need some Rathalos Medulla. We also need some Zenny for those too, though. The Sectanulo Black also needed a Rathalos Medulla, so I think we were going to be able to make both of those. That's pretty exciting. Oh, that's really exciting, actually. Cool. Well, we'll get some Zenny one way or another. I think it's time to start putting stuff back on the wish list. Let's take a look at Greatsword. What Greatswords do we want to make that we haven't made yet? We'll probably want to collect the Mizutsune Greatsword upgrade, so we'll put that on there, seeing as we already have the base version of it, huh? Kazu Greatsword, I don't know. Not really, probably. I already have the Azuchi one. Ramobra, eh. Hidden Blade we'll definitely want the upgrade for. Just need Zenny for that too. Nice. We've already gotten a good number of Nargacuga materials. I can leave the Somnicanth Greatsword. I think this thing looks cool. We'll make it. Just needs Zenny, I think. Gotta make... I don't know why, but you have to make the Barioth one. That is such a cool looking sword. Oh my goodness. That just screams Monster Hunter Tri to me. I know it's like it's a new updated model for it and everything, but man, that just screams Monster Hunter Tri. It probably wasn't even in that game, knowing me, but that's just so cool. World was your first Monster Hunter, so you're not used to the Zenny struggle. It's pretty rough in this game. At least you can go on some of the mining runs to make it a little easier on yourself, but especially if you're making a lot of weapons or collecting a lot of stuff, it can be pretty rough. The Jira Mudblade, everyone's favorite. And the Red Wing. Oh, I'm so happy this is in. Okay, so to make this, we need to make the Golem Blade. Then upgrade it to the Jira Mudblade. And then upgrade it to the Red Wing. Okay. Historically, that greatsword sucks. What, the Rathian one or the Rathalos one, Marths? I just like them. They're just cool designs. What an interesting upgrade path it is, isn't it? I just like the designs too much to pass them up. A lot of them, we're not collecting these because they're like the best weapon in the game or anything, just because they're interesting, and we'll probably use them once or twice or something like that, and we'll have them in our collection, and it'll feel nice. Maybe that's kind of a weird way to play the game, but I don't know. I like it. A lot of these we already have the stuff for. I'm just putting them on there to remind me to make them. We'll collect some greatswords for a while. Oh, the Barioth greatsword. Gotcha. You can directly forge the Rathalos greatsword. I don't want to go farm the marrow when I can just upgrade. Want the Zenogre upgrade there. I think we're going to do a Zenogre next tonight. Gotta make the spear tuna, dude. Okay. Well, there's our wish list. Alright, let's go hunt this Zenogre. Been using the Rathian Greatsword for like 20 hours. It's beautiful. It is. I love the Valkyrie Blade. You are, Marth. Sorry. You are that behind. We still like it, though. Alright. Let's do a Zenogre. So, if you want to pick my weapon for a Zenogre hunt, go ahead and type !ticket in the chat. If your name gets drawn, that means that you get to pick my weapon for the next quest we're doing here. Carving Pro. It's not. Could be worse. Could be better. Alright, like I said, if you want to pick my weapon for that Zenogre, go ahead and type !ticket. I'm just going to give it another minute or so here. I think that cat lives in the tree and makes Dongo. Or like it at least works in the tree to make Dongo. I think that's cool. Alright, let's see what I'm going to use here. Crystal Time Gear. Wow, Crystal's still up? Holy shit. Crystal, what would you like me to use? What would you like me to use for a Zenogre? IG, please? I haven't used much IG recently. I haven't made much high-rank insect waves. But we have made an ice one. He's not that weak to ice. But, I don't know. When else are you going to use the Lagombi one, right? Oh yeah, that's something I need to do is I need to forage better Kinsects. I haven't made a new Kinsect since the beginning of the game. If you could eat at any of the game's canteens, which would you choose to go to? Okay, so you have like kitchens in your home in 1st and 2nd gen. In 3rd gen you have like the little Tanzia Port or Locklike City Hub or Moga Village. 4th gen you have the canteen from the traveling feline chef and the frickin' fondue. 5th gen you have the Meowscular chef and the Grand Meowster chef, and then you have Dongo in this game. Isn't Zenogre 2-star to ice? So in this game, if you go into the monster notes, it tells you even more than the stars. It tells you what parts of the monster are weak to ice. It depends on what part of the body you're hitting. So if I go into here to Zenogre, you can see that it says that his back is weak to ice, but everything else is just a little bit. Generally, anything that's like 20 and above is pretty good. 30 is a really elementally weak zone of the monster. And if we go ahead and we look in here, not in the game, but on a website called Coronico. Give me a second here. There's actually a different value there when Zenogre's charged up. When Zenogre charges up, he has different values for how weak to ice he is. So we'll take a look at that. So this is for Zenogre. This is on Coronico.com. And you can see it's got the same values for his body and everything, but then it has this 1 here. That 1 is for when he's charged up. So if we look at the ice resistance, his body goes from 5 to 10. His back goes from 25 to 30. His hips go from 10 to 15, etc. So he gets a little more weak to ice when he's charged up. So it's like it's a little boost. It's not like the most important thing. There are some monsters that are way more weak to element than Zenogre is. Right, we're forging a Kinsect. Is what we're doing right now. We're purchasing a Kinsect, rather. Look at all these. I haven't bought a Kinsect in forever. Oh, it costs Zenny? That's all? Okay. Oh my god. I've just been using the beginner ones. I guess, you know what? Maybe, I don't know when I unlocked these. They look like they're all rarity 4, right? Okay, so I've only missed out on 1 round of them. Let me sell some stuff real quick. I'm really broke. Wow. Zennylet? Dude, I'm so broke. Can't even afford a Kinsect. There we go. Okay, so we want an assist type Kinsect. For me, at least right now, I want an assist type Kinsect. I want a severing one, so it does my element as well. Okay, assist severing that has power, but not much speed. Holy crap, it's so slow. Why are these all so slow? Why is power so high? Maybe it's getting boosted by something else. Need to do some Zenny runs? I will. I'll do them off stream. Maybe the speed just stays low. Okay. These speed Kinsects are a little higher. Never mind. Because assist would be OP if they were fast. Oh, okay. Severing and speed. Blunt and speed. Charged chain attack. Fast charge. we'll go with a speed blunt. How about? It's been a while since I used a speed one. Person who used Bull Shroud and Grand Cathar. Got a really cool ability. Sit over time. Me too, Syphonia. That's why I've stuck with assist for a while now, but speed's kind of fun because it means that it charges up the attack from the Kinsect. And it's just fast. Fast is nice, but also it charging up the attack means you can actually use it to get KOs with blunt, which is kind of satisfying, or I guess cut tails you could probably do with the cutting one, if you were focused on it enough. I like what they did for the Kinsects in this game. Really neat that there are just so many choices in terms of you can use the assist one and they're integrated into your moves. You can use the powder one if you like those different effects. You can use the speed if you want to go for KOs or cuts and that kind of thing. Just neat. Lots of good choices. How does that work against Syphonia? Or Crystal or whoever? The charged chain attack? I forget how it works. Every time the Kinsect charges up, when you send it out, it'll do a chained attack where you hit. Chained attack. There's a series of attacks. Does that get rid of its strong attack and replace it with a series of attacks? Or is the strong attack still there and just augmented by the other attacks as well? Oh. Oh, that's pretty cool. I haven't unlocked that one yet. I think it's called like the stab, some kind of stab. It was in Iceborne, but then they kind of took it out of the default moveset in this game, Nomad. Also, Nomad, what would you like to be called? How would you like to be called? Oh, that's so freaking cool. This is only my second time fighting in Uchi. He really melted me with, what was it, Sword and Shield the other night. We almost tripled. It was very close. The Sauce Nomad, but Nomad's good for short. Well, I appreciate both of them. Those are good names. Huh, the Kinsect doesn't count towards starting the Wyvern round. That's very interesting. Or maybe it does? Maybe I was just saying the Toby there. Someone was asking about the Blights having a visual effect. If you look at our Zinogre right now, if you see how he's kind of flashing yellow and blue, that's because he has Thunder Blight on him from Toby Kadachi. Toby Kadachi gave our Zinogre Thunder Blight, and what that does is it means that if you hit the head, even if you're not dealing impact type damage, you will still, like even if you're not like a hammer or a hunting horn, you'll still work towards KOing the monster. His Thunder Blight has already worn off though. It doesn't seem to last very long. You were hitting the Toby? Okay, he was just in the way. It's been a while since I played Insect Wave. That bug really does a lot of damage. That's rad. Dude, the bomb baggy are so loud. Too late on the roll. Whew. That's something I like about tackling each Zinogre in each of the new games. It usually takes a minute to get used to his new tricks in whatever game you're in, and not get wrecked by some of his stronger moves. Here comes the slam. Yep. Now, no matter what the game is, I'll always get hit by that move. Just always. Two KOs. Dude, this thing's strong. Hard to get orange buff. Big slam. There we go. I was gonna say, where even is my bug? There it is. Thank you, Kinsect. What am I doing that you're not liking, Marths? Every time we look back up, he's gotten a bug KO. Well, it's happened twice. So it's not that crazy. Also, wow, that bug doesn't seem to go very far. The range on it isn't that nuts. Hard to get that orange extract. There we go. Does the tail give orange? I thought the tail gave white, but I could try it again. Might have just been hitting the back legs. Too early. I'm really rolling too early into a lot of things in this game. I gotta work on that. The Azuchi killed me. Oh well. He's headed back out to the swamp, it looks like, or Rathalos is headed to where he is. Rathalos is headed to where he is. Also, I was totally safe out of the range of that tail and felt the need to test my iframes on the tail and died for it. Literally just died because of just, hey, I'll try these iframes. It's funny. These two are going to fight now, probably. Tail should give orange? Okay. White. Orange. You're right. Thanks, Zelda. Don't forget your silk vines. Yeah, I guess you can use them for retreat, right? I don't have the downward stab move yet in this game, so I can't really do a whole lot of damage. I have a big old jump, and I have the retreat one, which I haven't really practiced much with. I need to practice more with that retreat silk vine still. Recall Consect's really useful. I need to practice with it. I initially dismissed it as like not being super useful. Just like a return, just a real quick recall. Yeah, I gotta use that more often as I get out of dodge. Wait, the dual blades, you like staying on the ground? Until I've gotten the aerial stab for Insect Wave, yeah, I don't feel like it's gonna have like crazy damage in the air. It'll deal decent damage in the air. Sometimes I'll use it to get out of the way of a certain monster movement, but for the most part, I feel like you're gonna be dealing better damage on the ground with Insect Wave. I have a feeling here. Nope, he was not charging up yet, but soon. Look at all those bugs. The aerial mobility is super nice in Insect Wave, though. It is super useful for getting out of the way of certain moves. Like against Somnicanth, I'm thinking of, when it shoots out its sleep beams, you have a super easy time just jumping right over those. Keep in mind it makes your Kinsect attack at the same time. It goes out in a horseshoe-shaped arc based on the direction you face when you sent it out. So, like, that. Okay, I see the arc in front of me. It's pretty close. That was terrifying. Only uses one wire bug, too. I'll practice with that. Does seem pretty hype, to be honest with you. Those eyes, man. Okay, something interesting of note is that the Kinsect does not track when it does that change charge attack. No! Anything too different for high rank? Not that I've noticed, Uchi, just quicker and more damage. You are actionable in the air after doing the recall. Let me practice with that real quick before we head back into the fight. Okay, so like Insect Wave actionable. Gotcha. Not Wire Bug actionable, but Insect Wave actionable. You could chain them together, couldn't you? Can the guy see charges easier? Not a whole lot, actually. A bit. A bit easier, but not by much. May you see the map? I've been trying to find the second subcamp. The second subcamp is right up above this mud area. There's a special spot that's a circle with some of these little candlelit bamboo here, and this is where the subcamp is. There's only one. There's only one camp. Or one extra camp, rather. Try a fly so longer with the glaive and the wire bug? I know you can. You can cover a lot of ground with one of Insect Glaive's Silkbind moves. Yeah, I think it's just the one for this map, as weird as that is. Sounds like you aren't alone, Helda. Great, Rathalos is down there. I saw that Harurush. It's goofy, isn't it? Yep, that's cool. I'm gonna have to do some practice with the speed consect because that's just really neat. There it is again, dude. 3 KOs. Bug, you rock. Hey, Rye, how's it going? I was gonna ask you the same question. It's going nice. We've had a good night so far tonight. Fought our first Rathalos with heavy bowgun. We're just starting to collect gear. What the? Why did I go flying forwards? Huh? Like, I mean, the move worked as intended. I got the heck out of the way, but like, I'm so confused as to why it did what it did. Nice. Man, I feel like I haven't played Insect Wave in like years. Yeah, it's been a good night. I hope you're having a nice morning, Rai. Is this your favorite Zenogre since Portable Third? I don't know. think maybe you can influence the direction. I thought that Recall Kinsect only would launch you backwards from where your character was facing. I think that Recall Kinsect works in any direction you're holding the stick, which is why I was so confused. Have fun, Helga. I was thinking of Recall Kinsect like a back hop, when really it's just like an evade, where your Kinsect will heal you a bit. That's rad. That's totally useful. Is it just like, is it like that where you can choose the direction? Or is it like the direction you're facing? Oh. Okay, I pressed behind myself and I did that. It looks like maybe it's just like any direction in front of you, but if you don't hold the direction, maybe you go straight backwards. That's what I'm guessing. It's like a semicircle in front of you, you can choose the direction. Nope. That is not the case. Maybe it's just left, right, or back? Yeah, I think that is the case. It's left, right, or back. Think of it like a fade slash. That looks like to be the case. Like a longsword fade slash. Yeah, that's what it's like. Okay, cool. That's still useful. And it's useful to understand how that works. And now I know. Dude. This game, man. Monster Hunter's so freaking good. Thank you, Bofongo. Thank you, Bofongo. Rathalos is coming in. Nice. That is a useful skill. Could have used it there. I wonder if it has any iframes to it. Recall Kinsect. At least at the beginning of it, while you're hopping back, I bet it does. You really gotta be careful around his punches in this game. He has a lot of iframes? Okay, I will start to use them then. I don't know how I always get hit by that every time. Whoops. So cool. Yep, this is a good incarnation of Insect Glaive. wonder if he's going up here to sleep. Right, he did limp away, didn't he? Yeah. And I keep trying it until I get it. Gonna keep trying the iframes. What time zone I am? I am in EST. So right now it's like 2 in the morning for me. Or a little after 2 in the morning. No, too early. Way too early there. Alright, here we go. Final showdown here. Please give me white buff. God darn. There we go. I could have used the ZL and X Silkbind art to keep up with him a little quicker there. I wonder if focus speeds up charge time on those. Damn. That hit me from like inside of his body. That is a new combo in high rank, is the big slam into the uppercut. We might triple right here. Please don't triple me. No. The one time he does his new move combo in the entire fight was right there. Ha ha ha. The forward round slash skill also is good for keeping up with monsters. Yeah, it's got a guard point. I just don't like how it feels. The begging really sells it. How does that Kinsect attack work? It does when the stamina bar is full and you send it out. It's not a stamina bar. Here, I'll show you what it is. So right now it's red on the edge of the insect wave. It's going to turn to blue in a second. And then anytime I send out the Kinsect right now, it's going to do that special charged up attack. Then it turns red again. Takes a few seconds. Still get rewards despite failing for part breaks. Yes, you do, Arcane. Anything you break, you get to keep. You can even enter a quest, break some parts, then just frickin' leave and you'll still get them. Even if you don't fail the quest, you can just return from the quest and you'll still keep those parts. Hey, Michelle. Thanks for always ordering the Motley Mix. Ah, yes. Tickets. Thank you, Yomogi. Well, I'll try that again. We'll run it back with Insect Wave. It is indeed Arcane. There have been some changes from the old games that make things more streamlined. Thanks for the follow, Nomad. Or the sauce, Nomad, rather. Hope you're enjoying it here so far. That was the last one for you. Gotta crash. Cheers. Rest well. See you around sometime. You may run it back, but your head's about to hit the desk. Good night. Good night, Crystal. You guys rest well. I probably have enough time for a run back and a gathering quest. Man, I'm glad he's giving me such trouble, though. He almost tripled me with Sword and Shield. So getting tripled here is actually, like, I'm not gonna say it feels great, but I'm glad he's tough. At least without the upgraded armor, I'm really glad he's tough. Glad you found the stream? Thanks. Hope to see you back sometime. Are there difficulty settings? If you're being honest, you enjoy being hip-checked by Plesioth when you're on the other end of the map. There are not difficulty settings. If there were, I would definitely crank my dial towards Plesioth hip-check, just like you. That's my kind of difficulty. Yeah, you make your own settings. Like right now, I'm having a much harder time than some other people with this quest probably would, because I haven't upgraded my armor at all. That's the kind of difficulty setting you get. Yeah, how much prep you do, how strong gear you bring, how much healing you allow yourself to use. It's all self-imposed, though. There's not like a setting you can turn up where it's like... That would be such a cool setting. I would be into that if they were just like, here's this, but there's no restocking at camp, and the hitboxes suck more. Like, I would do that, honestly. I don't think so either, Arcane. It's very easy to get used to. It is large, but like it's easy to get used to and play around. Well, I'm glad he scales well then, right? Even to the endgame gear. There we go. Gotta get the iframes down for those paw slams. They're killing me, man. It is critical. The real pain about that fight is how much time he spends in the damn water if he didn't bring enough frogs or sonic bombs, man. That stuff sucks. Too early. I'm really screwing it up. Just gotta keep practicing. There it is. The tail swipe isn't worse than the hip check in terms of how you can roll through it. It's just he spams it more than the hip check, and it's more all-consuming in that like you can be almost anywhere around his body and it can hit you. Except under his feet. If you can camp out under his feet, it's actually pretty cozy. See how much better we do this time against an ogre. That's the goal. Jagger, screw off. charge up right here. Yep. There's so many occasions where I could have just gotten out of the way, and I'm just diving head on into the tail and just dying. Oh well. I'll take it. We're gonna get better at iframes one way or another. I've been feeling this for a few days now. It's like, I don't feel like I've truly gotten to grips with this game's version of iframes yet. And I want to sit and practice a single matchup. Maybe not the same weapon, but a single monster until I understand iframes a little bit more. And obviously that'll be more of a monster-to-monster thing. But I feel like I've been getting lucky on some iframes through some moves from some monsters, and I want to sit down and really try and understand how they work across like one monster's toolkit. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. That's what I meant to do. I really like using that as an opener for a combo. It's fun. I'm glad the Kinsect is like a useful attack again. It hasn't felt like that for a game or two. I bet you really can cut tails with that, honestly. I have a joke I like Arcane, which is that Zinogre is actually the flagship of every game he's in. Whoops. So they couldn't leave him behind. Not when he's the flagship. Has there been a game with since Portable Third without Zinogre? I don't think so. Base World. Base World did not have Zinogre. But that's about it. Every game between those two has had him. Does every game have Rathalos? Yes. Rathalos, Rathian, and Diablos are the only monsters to be in... Sorry, Rathian and Rathalos are the only monsters to be in every game. Diablos is really close, but he was not in base 4 Ultimate. Sorry, base 4. And obviously not... Yeah, you know, he was in Portable Third. Yeah, every game except for base 4. Diablos was not in base gen. There you go. Okay, so base 4 and base gen, Diablos was not in. But he's really close. was about to mention Devil Joe's track record. Devil Joe's been pretty consistent. I don't know. Bring back Monoblos for real, man. Ugh. Hilda, didn't you say that Monoblos was your favorite? Or was that somebody else? Should have used the ZL and X. So fine to keep up with him there. Ooh, baby, that feels nice. Okay. We got iframes on that. I do not believe Monoblos was in Gen, no. That has proved true so far, hasn't it, Jez? I would like to see him out of Village sometime. I think that'd be okay. It wouldn't bother me if they broke that particular tradition. Yep, I pay no attention to the troll that is Arcane in the chat. Arcane just likes to say random things that make no sense. I can jump over those. Ow. So that's the one new combo I've noticed in high rank, is sometimes he will do the big slam out of nowhere and then follow it up with an uppercut. Whereas before he only did the big slam after another move in low rank. And the uppercut only came after a charge. That's the one new combo. It's the combo that killed us last time. You're all good, Rai. Basically, just don't pay that person any mind because they like to mess with people. It's not very nice. Whoop. Zuchi, could you not? Thanks, Cordial Snail. How are you doing tonight? Suchi. Yeah, some people on the internet just can't tell Arcane, and sometimes it's okay and people are joking along, and other times people just get upset. It's weird. Or people just get like not that Rai got upset there, but sometimes people just get real worked up over stuff like that. We've had some folks getting some gnarly fights in chat over silly jokes like that. It's weird. I appreciate that you don't, Arcane. I'll be honest, I don't particularly like the trolling that much. As long as it's like a little bit, it's okay, but it's not my favorite thing in the world. I like your actual Monster Hunter conversations that you bring to the chat, though. The differences between some of the much earlier games and some of the newer games can be kind of fun to discuss. You're good, Rai. It's just, and I haven't had any issues with Arcane, really. It's just, that's something where I have had some folks who just can't tell, and people just get unreasonably upset in the chat. We've had some bizarre stuff happen like that in the past. Only some Arcane. Hey Baines, how you doing? Ouch. I really should, Martz. I think you're right. Yeah, Capcom, if we're talking about like what games are considered mainline and what games are considered sort of spin-offs, Capcom has some really weird definitions for that kind of thing, where they consider any of the ultimate like G-rank games to be spin-off games, and then only the numbered entries to be like mainline proper. It's weird. Generally, if it's a Monster Hunter game that features the actual hunting gameplay, you can pretty safely consider it mainline. So something like Monster Hunter Stories is more of a spin-off game, but Generations, it's pretty darn Monster Hunter. Same with this game. This game's like a portable game or a game that's not a numbered entry. World wasn't technically a numbered entry either, but it's clearly the first of their new generation. It's another one of those things where it's best not to really worry about that. Kind of like the whole monster classifications thing, where like the devs have like a pretty inconsistent track record for really following with their conventions for like, well, this one's a deviant, and this one's a rare species, and this one is a subspecies. Like, they're all over the place with that. It doesn't really make sense. Oh god, that is not the time you want to hurl yourself through the air towards the monster. Big slam. Well, you think so, Uchi, but then remember. Remember about Eucanlos and the Cantor and Dwar Magala. Oh man, what the? Dude, some of those hitboxes are very interesting, you could say. That was kind of weird, I think. I was pretty far off to the side. I must have gotten hit by basically the startup of the uppercut. That was that new combo again that's catching me off guard a lot, which is the big slam out of nowhere into the uppercut. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it too much, Rai. People like to get real uppity about stuff like that. I think all that's pretty silly. The inside of his mouth was glowing blue there. Freaky. Big slam. Give me white. Thank you. Missed. Do you have low defense or does Zinogre deal high amounts of damage? I have low amounts of defense. I haven't upgraded any of the armor so far. Like I've used no armor spheres. So our defense is comparatively low for where the game is imbalancing probably in tens. I'm okay with that though. That's kind of how I want my game to play. I usually do that for part of the games. I just don't do that into the end of ranks usually. Usually around the end of high rank or around the end of G rank, I'll start upgrading things more. But, well, really G rank for most of the rank. You can upgrade things. In this game, I'm just feeling the need to keep it for longer. Dude, that tail swipe does so much damage. Okay, here comes the uppercut. Poor Bishop 10 doesn't deserve this. Who's the Bat Monkey? This is Bishop 10. He's new in this game. Dude, not only did we hit him with Thunderblight, we knocked him out while on the monster's back. That's crazy. I've never seen that before. So that was another example of a monster dealing an elemental blight to another monster. Zinogre dealt Thunderblight to Bishop 10. Thunderblight makes it so that attacks on the head, even if they're like cutting type damage or really probably any type damage, even if you used a bomb or something, will deal impact type damage, will deal KO damage to the monster. I don't think so, Martz. They're one of the admins. If they did, then that's news to me. Like a decade ago, that could be the case. Gonna be a turf war here? Rathian, I dung bombed you. Go away. Thank you. Might be one of the few still using dung bombs. It's just like, I can take a couple rides, but I really just want the monsters to screw off a lot of the time. I'll do like 1 or 2 rides in a quest, depending on how long the quest goes, but I'm not super into it. Ban the guy, Chris. Arcane is someone who's contributed a lot to the Monster Hunter wiki over the years. There's someone who has like a lot of the art books and stuff like that, and so they have access to concept art and some of the justifications behind monster design. Some folks agree with what they say about monsters, and sometimes some folks don't. There's a lot of drama about it from people who care about lore. Care about lore, then you would like Ban the Guy, Chris. Tried to hit RNA right then to get the whole insect retreat off. God darn it, I was pressing it again. Man, he tripled me twice in a row. Oh man, we're gonna have to run this back tomorrow. I think that's maybe the first time in the entire game that I've tripled twice in a row with the same matchup and stuff. And we're still getting rewards for it too. Oops, there you go. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to triple this twice like that, back to back. I don't think so. Is Ban the Guy Chris banned in chat? No. Muck resistance and leap of faith. Okay. Don't need those. We need reload speed. Well, let's see. Did that guess what we need for some of the Zinogre things? I bet it did. So many things. Yeah, it did. We have almost everything we need for the Greatsword upgrade. That's pretty funny. We don't deserve that Greatsword upgrade yet. Not until we beat him with Insect Wave. Like I said, we'll come back and we'll run that back tomorrow. for now, let me go ahead and see if I can do a mining upsurge run. Could do the Frost Islands. Yeah, let's do the Frost Island one. Familiar with that one. Exactly, Hilda. You got it. Tomorrow we'll try again against an ogre. Good night, Fog. Cheers. You got Rapid Morph level 3 finally. Nice, Tom. Cheers. What weapon are you using it with? Are you using it with Switch Axe or Charge Blade? I haven't tried it with Charge Blade yet, but I've used it a little bit with Switch Axe. It's supposed to be pretty good for damage with Switch Axe, I think. Because you can switch back and forth so fluidly between Sword and Axe mode. With Charge Blade? Neat. Do you like it for that? I know some people didn't like it because it felt like it messed up some of the counters timing. I don't know, Arcane. It's pretty weird. Nice, Marths. What's it going to have on it? That's kind of you to say, Game God. Probably so, Uchi. They probably could. Alright, we're doing some mining. I need some Zenny. And the other areas didn't have mining upsurges going on. Nice, Marth. Sounds good. It does sound cool, Hilda. I haven't really played much D&D in my life. I've tried it once or twice. It was fun, though. Minding my own business? You could say that, Game God, yeah. You could say that. Have you seen much of the Monster Hunter board game? You could probably poach some mechanics from that for your system. I haven't seen it personally. I know you were asking Hilda that question, not me. But I have not seen much of the Monster Hunter board game yet. Hey, Pro Cow. You have a level 2 slot, level 1 slot, Poison Res 3, Heartbreaker 1 Talisman. Do you use that for a gathering set? I don't know, seems fine to me. I mean, none of those skills are particularly gathering skills, but none of them sound like a bad thing. Poison Res sounds nice. That is correct, Hilda, yeah. Pretty much, Jez, yeah. Botanist and Geologist, the important parts, and then I would go for movement skills because you gotta get around the map so much, but that's just me. So stuff like Wirebug Whisperer, Wall Runner, Constitution, that kind of thing. That'd be what I would choose. You alright there, Skiffy? Oh, we were too early. By how much? There are other nodes we could integrate into the loop. Not by that much. Love this music, it's cozy. Yep, now that I have Evade Extender decorations, I'll have to slot them into this set. This set's a pretty early high-rank gathering set. It was from before we had access to any decorations. Now we should be able to max things out a little more. Might make my gathering set more by fashion than anything else. That'd be fun. Yep, we're just a little bit ahead of time. I probably could have one node in. Thinking about where to add that node in. Oops. Ah! Are there barrel bombs? There are indeed. You can use them like normal, where you place them on the ground, and there are also ones you can throw out of midair, which is kind of fun. Like this. Just explode beneath you. Yeah, I think that's probably better, Marths. Like Jez said, though, it's after what's it called? After Geologist and Botanist, it's all just kind of comfort stuff. It's all good, Uchi. Almost fell off there. What's up, Marks? Oh, do you think poison sack helps at all for bugs? I don't think it matters. Yeah, I really don't think it matters. Every time I've shot a bug with a poison shot, it has killed it 100% of the time. Money farming? Yes, alternate alpha. Yes, indeed. We just got bullied by high rank Zinogre. I haven't upgraded in my armor yet, and so Zinogre is able to almost one-shot me with a lot of moves. It's pretty fun. We'll have to run it back tomorrow night, though. Yep, that too. You can also use kunai. Just came by to say hi. Gotta clock out though so you can finally get this video published tomorrow. Best of luck to you. I'm excited to see whatever it is. Oops. Catch ya? Alright, well cheers, Alpha. Thanks for saying hey. It's nice to hear from you, and best of luck with the video. I'm looking forward to it. Replacing the chill charm farming from 4U with money runs? Pretty much, Seaweed Dude, you got it. We are so low on Zemi in this game that it's pretty important that we do so. We'll have to start doing this at the end of every night for the time being. We're getting up to the more expensive weapon upgrades for a lot of different weapon classes right now. We're going to be farming a lot of stuff up. But I'm not too upset about that. It just means more Monster Hunter to be played. Kunai only works if you don't have the Hurler skill, by the way. You've broke bugs with the Kunai when you did have Hurler. That is good to know. That's very interesting. That makes sense. You deal more damage with the Kunai. Screwed that part up. It's okay. A little bit sliding there. Slid a bit too far. Not sure Constitution does anything for gathering. Maybe not, because you're not charging anything. Maybe just Stamina Surge. Oh no, I hate when I do this. God darn it. Shit. Down we go. This is such a cozy community. You've always kind of lurked in the MH community. Happy you've decided to get on Twitch and follow the stream. Me too. It's always nice to meet new people. Like, honestly, I've learned so much from other folks on Twitch playing Monster Hunter. Like, just from the very beginning, I was streaming Freebie Night on Twitch, and folks were just helping me understand the game and help me get better at it because I sucked. So, I don't know. I feel super grateful that I get to hang out with folks and talk about Monster Hunter for just hours every night. These mining upsurges last for a nice long time. Well, thanks, Hulda. That's what I'm trying to be, is just some place where we can kind of really enjoy the small details of the game and get better slowly over time and try out everything the game has to offer. That's all. How do you like Brachydios? I'm always really bad at fighting Brachydios. I've gotten a little bit better at him over time, but that's about it. Wow, Twitch actually recommended the channel to you? That's cool, Jez. I have no idea how the Twitch recommendation stuff works, so it's nice to know it eventually tells people like, hey, look, Monster Hunter. That was nice, Rye. That was a fun day. And there we go. That's the end. All right. Let's see what our haul was. It's been nice to meet lots of y'all over the years. We're coming up on, I think we're probably about 2.5 years of streaming. I don't know, Marths. I don't think it's been posted up anywhere. Cheers, Jez. That's kind. Wasn't Bracky originally the flagship of 3rd gen? Just of 3 Ultimate. Legiacris was the flagship of Tries, and Ogre the flagship of Portable 3rd, and Brachydios of 3 Ultimate. Alright, let's see what stuff we can craft with that. Well, actually, we didn't get any Zenny from that. Let's sell the stuff, and then see what stuff we can make with the Zenny that we just got. Let's immediately get broke all over again. We got like 150 ore from that. I'm gonna sell like... I'm really bad at math. Let me start with like 100 of these. Yeah, 130 is what I'm gonna sell. 120 for these guys. Just selling them down to 50. So 109. That's a good bit of Zenny. Let's see what we can craft with it. Let's get broke. I think mining upsurges last 10 minutes, but if you cancel the expedition before 5 minutes, you can keep the mining upsurge for your next expedition. That's so intelligent, Ryan Frenchmans. Thank you. I didn't know about that. I had noticed that just doing expeditions didn't cycle them. That makes so much sense. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Gaijin has a video? Ah, I had missed out on that particular detail. That's cool. Alright, the Hidden Blade too. Let's make that. I guess if we just go into Great Swords, we should be able to see the ones we can make here. Alright, see you, Rye. Have a good rest of your day. Alright. A little bit less Zenny there, but we gotten some great swords upgraded now. Alright, so we need a Mizutsune Claw. What else do we need for our great swords here? Need an Amber Fang. Okay, we can probably now do some of this stuff. So I'm going to make 2 of these. One of them I want to upgrade into the Rathian one. The other one I want to upgrade into Giratodus and then into Rathalos. And for that I need some Fire Cell Stones, which we can get if we do a mining upsurge in the volcano. Cool. Alright, let's see. For this I need 1 more Zenogre Shocker. This I need some Pookie Pookie stuff, and this is some special fish stuff we gotta go out and gather, but that was quick. Look at how many great swords we just collected up. That feels so good. Ooh, look at that. That feels good. So many great swords. Oh, dude, the Valkyrie blade. All right. Well, that's all I got in me for tonight. 3:15. I gotta sleep. Well, this has been another fun Monster Hunter stream. If it's anyone's first time by the stream and you liked watching me solo some hunts and collect some gear and check out the different mechanics of a Monster Hunter game, we're going to be doing that for a long time to come with games old and new. So if you liked it and you want to hang out here some more, think about leaving a follow so that you know when we're streaming. We have a cozy Discord where folks hang out and talk about Monster Hunter even after the stream's off. It's a great place to be for old and new games alike. So if you're looking for a cozy spot, check that place out. If you like watching things on YouTube instead of Twitch, then check out the YouTube channel. All these links are in the chat right now. And then I also have a Twitter where I tweet things occasionally, especially when there's hot Monster Hunter gossip going on, or drama rather. Whenever there's hot Monster Hunter drama, my finger like itches. I'm like, I gotta set people straight. People gotta stop being idiots. I usually don't tweet anything though, because they're always gonna be idiots. All right. As for tonight, we're gonna find somebody else who's streaming Monster Hunter. We're gonna give them a raid. Yeah, hot Rajang. That's what we're talking about, Marks. Let's find somebody and give them a raid. Who's on tonight? Maybe we'll raid Pecco. We haven't raided Pecco in a long time. Pecco's doing some endgame rampages to grind HR. They're on their road to HR 999. They're at 750 plus right now. This is a super chill stream, and Pecco is a very kind streamer. Haven't gotten a chance to raid them in a while, so let's go ahead and raid them tonight. Raid G-Rank Crew Pecco. Alright. I will see you guys all again tomorrow for some more Monster Hunter. We'll be collecting some gear. We'll probably try and do a Switch skill quest so we can unlock something new to play with while we grind gear up tomorrow. They are very cool, Hilda. Hope you guys have a nice night over at Pecco's stream. Hope you guys have a nice day or a good night wherever it is where you are, or whatever it is where you are. And cheers. Happy hunting. I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye now. Oh, I need to hit the raid button. There we go. Bye-bye.